Okay, I'm going to have to speak without my notes. Oh, here's a copy here. I'd like to acknowledge the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, all the distinguished faculty of RMIT. And in the audience, I'd like to acknowledge in particular my wife, Lynn Allen, who shared this journey with me, Her Excellency Gillian Bird, the Australian Ambassador Designate to Vietnam on her first official visit to Ho Chi Minh City, Sarah Hooper, a distinguished friend and colleague who is the Consul General of Australia here in Ho Chi Minh City, and also my friends and the friends of RMIT, Mr. Huang Nguyen of the Norfolk Group and Dr. Jimmy Pham of Koto. And of course, I want to congratulate the graduands, the futuristas of Vietnam, and your friends and family. I'd also like, as Alec did, to acknowledge someone who isn't here. Saskia Loa Hansen was lost to us too soon. I'd like to personally send my commiserations and condolences to her family, friends, and colleagues, and to the whole RMIT family. She isn't here, but her legacy is here with us in this room. I'm no longer ambassador, but I still consider myself to be a diplomat. And diplomats love making long and boring speeches. So I'm afraid this speech will be boring, but I promise you it won't be too long. During my time here as ambassador, people often asked me, and will ask you, Gillian, what is the most important element of the bilateral relationship? Well, with a relationship as deep and complex as ours, it's very hard to identify one element. But when pressed, I always said it's education, because education is at the heart of everything else that we do. There was a time when Australia's focus in Vietnam was very much on building things. We built high voltage transmission lines. We built undersea cables. We built bridges. We built some great bridges. But Vietnam doesn't need us to build bridges of iron and steel and concrete anymore. What Vietnam needs now is a bridge made of knowledge and skills and innovation. A bridge that will close the gap between today and tomorrow, between the largely simple manufacturing economy of today and the high-tech economy of Vietnam's future. And that bridge, of course, is education. I believe Vietnam stands on the brink of a remarkable future. You have a new and dynamic leader who is in a hurry. He's impatient. He's not impatient for himself, he's impatient for all of you, because he deeply feels that for this generation and future generations to achieve everything they can achieve, that bridge of education, that bridge to the future has to be built now. And education is not just a bridge to the future. Education can also be your personal bridge to the world. In 1973, when Australia established diplomatic relations with Vietnam, the Australian government did a very clever thing. It established a scholarship scheme. It built a bridge. And since then, generations of young Vietnamese have crossed that bridge to Australia. Many have stayed and raised families there. Many more have returned to Vietnam, built wonderful lives, and helped build the Vietnam we have today. Now it's your turn. I'm very confident the government of Vietnam will create the opportunities for growth and prosperity. But it'll be up to you to cross that bridge, to seize those opportunities. I've spoken a bit about the past, but what can Australia do today? Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh has many times said that Vietnam needs to train at least 50,000 engineers by the end of this decade for the high-tech economy of the future, the economy of AI, the economy of semiconductors and data centers. Can Vietnam do that? It's very ambitious. I'm not sure it can do it by itself, but here's the thing. With the help of world-class universities like RMIT, with the support of Australia's Development Assistance Program, and with the collaboration of the global technology industry that's coming to Vietnam, the NVIDIAs, the Metas, and the others, then yes, I think Vietnam can do it. And over the next few weeks, I want to use my new position as a fellow of the Australia-Vietnam Policy Institute at RMIT to write a paper exploring some of these ideas, exploring how this grand coalition can be brought together to cross this extraordinary divide and win for Vietnam this important future. And I'm afraid the paper will be boring, but I promise you it won't be long. To conclude, I just want to express my heartfelt thanks to the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, the entire Council of RMIT University for this extraordinary honour. I never thought I would get to wear a floppy hat. And I also like to extend my congratulations to all the graduands here today. And of course to your families, because without your families, without their support, I know most of you wouldn't be here. So congratulations. Good luck in the new Vietnam.